Quota and reservation has created a lot of uproar in India. But do you know this thing that this particular terms quota and reservation is creating lots of protest in Bangladesh? Yes, students of Bangladesh are protesting over quota system of the country because they want reform in the quota system of Bangladesh. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Bangladesh student protest, and this session is important for your GS2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we'll have a discussion on what triggered the protest, what is the reason behind the protest. Then we are going to discuss what is the quota system of Bangladesh and what sparked the huge violence. And after that, we are going to discuss that what is the fear among students. And after that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So around 139 people of Bangladesh, students of Bangladesh had died in protest. And what was the reason of the protest? Because they want reform in the quota system of Bangladesh. And earlier this quota has extended 30% reservation to the freedom fighters, but they want that there should be reform in Bangladesh quota system. And there are other people, other underprivileged people who needs their representation in government jobs and different sectors of the government. So that's why this protest has emerged so large that around 140 students have killed. So this is the news we are going to cover up in today's session. Coming to the next session. So next one is about the what triggered the protest. So what was the reason? So first of all, we already know that the reason was that the student wants that there should be reform in the quota system. So what had happened that the High Court, what it said that it had said that earlier there was a system of in 1971 when Bangladesh was formed, there was a system of quota for the freedom fighters because they had sacrificed their life to form Bangladesh and to liberate themselves from Pakistani army. So after that, there was a quota system introduced in Bangladesh and it evolved over the time. It had also extended to women, ethnic minorities and disabled people. But this lacks so much of problems and scrutiny, and so many students, so many people of Bangladesh has this opinion that we agree with that the quota should be extended to women, disabled person, ethnic minorities. But the quota, which is highest quota, 30% should be given to the freedom fighters. They must be reviewed and they must be reformed. And why they must be reviewed and they must be reformed? Because what happened that in 1971 so many freedom fighters were alive, and if they were taking advantages, it's fine. Their children were taking advantages because their fathers had sacrificed their life, their mothers had sacrificed their lives, it's fine. But now their grandchildren are taking the advantages, which is not necessary. And also in the garb of freedom fighter quota, this present government wants to extend this quota to its own party member, and because of that students become furious, students become angry, and they want that there should be reform in this quota system. So the High Court had reinstated the quota system which had been scrapped in 2018, and after the High Court decision, the Supreme Court intervened in this matter, and Supreme Court had said that there should be quota, but there should be the limited quota. So the earlier quota, which has been extended to 30%, now it is just 5%, reduced to 5% for the freedom fighters, the children of the freedom fighters, and 1% for the women and 1% for the disabled person. And so this has just reduced to the 7% only. So this is about the current Supreme Court ruling, and this was the thing that which has triggered the protest, that they want a reform in the quota system, not abolition of the quota system. And also a statement by Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who termed the protester as Rajkars, and Rajkar is a derogatory term in Bangladesh which has been used when there was a liberation war in Bangladesh in 1971. that Rajkars had helped the Pakistani military and they had also exploited the Bangladeshi women. So Rajkar is a derogatory term and Sheikh Hasina has termed them as Rajkar. So a lot of protest has emerged and the protest has become violent and deadly because of this statement also, and also this quota system. Now we come to the next one, which is about that what is the quota system. So as I had already told you that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who was the founding founder of the Bangladesh, has said that the people had sacrificed their life to form the Bangladesh, so they need reservation to the government sector, and that's why he has extended the reservation to the government sector. And later this quota has reformed over the time, and when Sheikh Hasina, who is a daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, came to the power, so she also reinstated and she took this as a responsibility that being a daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, it's my responsibility to reinstate the quota for the freedom fighters and for the women, because they had suffered a lot when there was a liberation war of Bangladesh. So that was the reason behind and intention behind introduction of the quota system. And in that system 30% was given to the freedom fighter, 1% for the women, and 1% for the indigenous community, and 1% for the differently able people. So this was the quota system which was existent till 2018. But in 2018 what had happened, that students had protested that they want reform in the quota system, but this has been completely abolished. And but students also protested again that they don't want complete abolition of this quota system, that if this quota is not extended to the freedom fighters, it does not mean that it will not extend it to others also. It should be given to the other marginalized community, but not just 30% just allocated to the freedom fighters. So this was the history. So this student protest has also a history. This is not for the first time that students are protesting over the quota in Bangladesh. So this was the outlook of the quota system of Bangladesh. Now will come that what sparked the violence. So as I have already mentioned that Sheikh Hasina has termed the protester as Rajkars, which has made the violence protest, and the protest became so much deadly and violent. And also there was rubber bullets and thousands of things has been used, tear gases has been used by the police, by the military personnel of Bangladesh against the students, and that's why the protest became deadly and violent in nature. And there was a firing of rubber bullets, hurled sound grenades and tear gas, because students were blocking the railway gates and public places. So that was the reason which has sparked the violence among the protesters. Now we come to the another one, which is about that what do the students fear. So the students said that this time the Supreme Court has come with this, that only 5% given to this what you can say freedom fighters, the children of the freedom fighters. But this is not the solution. We don't want just 5%. They want that there should be the quota in the country, but it should be allocated for the needy ones. There should be the proper survey that who are the needy ones. The women needs reservation, maybe the more reservation, not just 1%. The differently able people needs reservation. The under privileged people, the districts who are quartile districts who are underprivileged, so they need reservation. So there should be reservation, but it should be divided according to the backwardness, according to the needy ones. So it's not like that. And students have this fear that PM Sheikh Hasina is a daughter of Mujibur Rahman, and she always advocated that there should be reservation and quota for the children of the freedom fighters. But if she will come, she's again into the power, and in January there was so much controversial election in Bangladesh, and if she is again into the power and she will be in the power, by any laws, by any authorities, by any means, she will reinstate this quota system and she will again give the reservation to the children of freedom fighters. So this was the biggest fear among the students, that there will be not equal allocation and not the survey wise allocation of the quota for the students. So this is the biggest fear among them. And also they are saying that these quota is not given to the actual the children of the freedom fighters, they will be given to the people who are the part of the Awami League, who are the part of the current ruling political party, and this quota will extend it to them. And that's why they are saying that there should be the transparent system. And also, this is not only the reason that students are fighting and protesting just for the quota. There's so much economic stagnation in Bangladesh economy. There is a rising of food prices, inflation, so much of unemployment, and out of what you can say 170 million people, 32 million youths are unemployed. So these are also the reasons that students are fighting, students are protesting against this government. So these are the fears among the students because of the lack of job, because of the lack of proper implementation of quota system, because of the lack of proper social support by the government. So this is also the reason that students are fearing. And now we'll come to the question part. So the question is, which prominent leader is known as the father of the nation and played a crucial role in independence and founding of the Bangladesh? Sheikh Hasina, Ziaur Rahman, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Hussein Shahid Suhrawardi. So this is very easy one. You have to answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.